All right, hello everybody. Good afternoon. I wasn't going to make another video today, but I came across this article about that just came out like a day or two ago, and they're talking about a star explosion. It's something that I watch because it has to do with the France prophecy, the things leading up to what's going to happen to France, which uh, uh, some of it's already came to pass on the events of it, which I'll go into that more here in a little bit. And but it caught my eye, the star explosion that is in this right here constellation. They're saying it's a very rare astronomical event. I don't know if this actually has to do with the prophecy or not, because in the prophecy, I seen multiple explosions in space. But right here, this what I thought it was interesting. If you look up this constellation, it's actually a it's in the northern hemisphere, and it's one of the 88 modern constellations. And if you go back and look at that constellation, it is the shape of a crown, and they literally call it a crown as soon as it loads here. Um, and they're expecting one of these stars in this constellation to explode sometime this year. But they said it could happen anytime between now and September, which that is like falling right in a crazy timeline whenever all these Bible prophecies about Jerusalem is coming to pass. And Jerusalem is our biblical timepiece. So I thought that was very significant there. And it just kind of caught my eye. So I decided to go ahead and do the prophecy for France on their part of dividing Jerusalem, their hand in it, trying to force a division and a two-state solution on Jerusalem. So, and I said that I was probably do a video on them, and yeah, well, it looks like we're doing it today. So anyway, um, back in, we'll just start whenever I had the first dream of France back in September 5th, 2016 is whenever I had these dreams. The first one, um, in the dream, I was laying in bed and woke up to the Today Show. I woke up like in my dream. I was still dreaming. And it says reporting about asteroids. And I said to my husband at that time, that's weird because the mainstream media doesn't talk about asteroids coming in. Then I went back to sleep in my dream and dreamed the news reporting of the Eiffel Tower having a near miss of an asteroid, and it impacted a small town or community um, nearby, causing lots of damage. And then that was the end of the dream. I woke up for real because in the dream, it was like I woke up in the dream, but I was still dreaming. But then whenever I woke up for real, I asked my husband when he had turned the TV off and if it was on the local news channel that shows the Today Show. And he informed me at that time we don't get that channel, which we didn't. We had direct TV at that time, and back in 2016 in our area, we didn't get local channels with satellite TV. So we, and I didn't know that because at the time, whenever I was married, I was living in another state from him, and I had just came back for a visit whenever I had these dreams, and I was back in our hometown and visiting, and was here for about a week, and that's whenever I had these dreams. So I was there with my husband whenever I had these dreams at the time. Um, so anyway, that was the first one. And then 3 days later, and see, and I don't watch like a lot of TV and stuff. About the only thing really, even on the news, that I look up is stuff that God has already showed me, because I just don't watch a whole lot of TV. Um, but anyway, the second dream that I had was 3 days later. Hang on. Nope, that's the wrong one. Hang on. It was 3 days later. Thought I clicked on that. Maybe I need to close that one down. Hang on. Let me find it, because I think it opened up, or it was trying to open up. Oh, there it is. It opened up twice. Okay. 3 days later, I had a dream on September 8th of 2016. And I dreamed of the color green in our sky. And I dreamed, because I was watching, it was on the news again in this dream, and the media was calling it a green slime. And then I had a flash of the asteroid that hit the town just past the tower in Paris. And then I heard the words, the audible words in this dream. It says, the green will come after the asteroid. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this green is, and if it's going to mainly just be over in that area, or if it's something that we will see around the globe, if it'll be a global event. But I know in the dream, the media on the news channel, they was calling it a green slime. And so, and whenever I have two dreams like that back to back, and it's almost the same exact dream, I pay attention to them, because it's very unusual to have the same dream almost identical back to back, days apart or weeks apart. Um, but that was the second one that I had. Let's go ahead and close that down. And then what I didn't tell everybody whenever I posted this back in 2016, what I didn't tell people, I just told a very, very close, just very few people knew this. But I had messaged one of my friends on Facebook that was about, it was about, sorry about that. Somebody tried to message me on Facebook. But it was I sent a message to one of my friends, and because I didn't want to put this out there, because I know how people act about dates. People freak out about dates, and I also felt like it was something that had to do with things that would lead up to it. So I didn't tell anybody. But in the second dream I had of the asteroid hitting the town outside of Paris, and you can see the date here if you look at it. If you look at the date, it was in 2016 too. And so I sent this to her, and I said, I'm just sending it to you to document, just in case. And but at the end of that dream, I seen the words October 10th flash. And then the dream was over, and I woke up on that second dream. So, which was very significant, because what I found out later, it's funny how God works. How I found out later what that date meant for October 10th was, remember the first October prophecy that I put in one of the other videos? And hang on, I'll pull it back up. I put it in the New Madrid and the Eclipse prophecy. Well, I seen in the dream the month of October, and felt in my spirit to go back to October of what he had shown me. And he showed me so much in that October. I didn't quite put it together at that time, because But he showed me an ancient set of scales, and a couple of weeks later, he showed me a huge spoon straining skimming the whole earth, and gave me the scriptures of the harvest, separating the wheat and tares. And he had also showed him searching the hearts of man. But there was um, another thing that he showed me, and it was exactly on October 10th. And I remember whenever he showed it to me, I was laying in a sleep, or going to sleep, about to go to sleep, and I had this vision, but I was still awake. And in the vision, I seen a far off star shining, and then it goes black in the heavens. And then right after that, I seen a black bullseye looking around, surrounded in complete darkness. It was like out in space, because it was like I was out in space seeing these things in our solar system. And that part right there, those first two parts right there, it ended up being fulfilled on, hang on, let me get over here to it. That part, because what he was showing me is he was showing me events that was going to happen leading up to this prophecy. And it's very detailed. Okay, but the black bullseye and the far off star shining and then goes black in the heavens, that was fulfilled on December 12th, 2016, which was later that year, after I had these dreams. Because remember, I had them in September, and then I had that vision in October, and then December, this happened. It's the moon eclipsed over the this bright star right here, which is that star right there, is the star of the bullseye. And it eclipsed, and this won't happen again until 2033. It happened right here, and let me get down here to where it talks about that. It was kind of a rare event that doesn't happen very often at all. And at that time, whenever it eclipsed, it was showing over, um, where did I see where it was, where who all would be visible? Let's see. Or well, the next one was March 4th, 2017, that would be able to see in Hawaii. But whenever this one happened, it went over Europe, over where France is at. They was able to see it. And all these different countries in Europe and United States and stuff was able to see this the star get eclipsed by the moon. But it won't happen again. It says after that we'll have to wait until August 18th, 2033 for the next series of occultations to begin over that star. And that's one of the brightest stars that's in the nighttime sky, right up there next to the North Star. So that part of the vision was fulfilled that year. Okay. And then after that, I seen massive amounts. And this wasn't, I mean, I was in the solar system, but this massive amounts of horse feet running, they was actually running on ground, and they was kicking dust up everywhere. And at the time, I wasn't sure exactly what that meant, if it was going to be spiritual or something actually in the solar system, or a physical war or jihad attack. And I feel with all the wars and the rumors of wars that we're seeing right now, that had to do with the wars that we're seeing, like with Russia and Ukraine, and over in Israel, and them being attacked. So that part has been fulfilled as well. The only thing that is going to that we're waiting on to happen in the series of events is to see huge explosions, which in the vision, it was multiple explosions back to back in our solar system, which I don't know if that was stars explosions or if that was a solar system war, because it has been on the news too that they're worried about Russia having, because he was putting nuclear satellites up into space, and a lot of the governments around the world are very concerned about that. And that was just recently on the news. So, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen right here, but it's not the first time that I've seen or have had dreams about explosions in space. Um, Matter of fact, I had one about, um, did I put it on here? I may not have put it on here. But I did. I have had several dreams about explosions. I mean, there was explosions in the October 10th prophecy that he showed me that vision, and then there was I had a dream of me and my husband at that time walking down the road and seeing explosions in the sky too. Back in, I guess it was about 2018. So it's possible. And that could, it could be anything though, but that's what we're watching for, is that to happen next. And then after the huge explosions in space that I seen in space, I seen a star falling, and then whenever it came into my view, it was a huge rock or asteroid falling down out of the heavens. So, and this asteroid right here, I believe, is the one that's going to hit France, because at the end of that, he said October 10th. And I had this dream on October 10th, 2016, the same year. And he did give me some scriptures that went with it, with this, which I may, let y'all know that at a later date. I didn't save them on here for some reason. I didn't get them on there. But that's about all today. I just figured that I would go ahead and jump on here because that article caught my attention, and it could be part of it, or it could be something completely different that's going to cause the solar system explosions, the explosions in space. But that's what will happen next, the huge explosions in space prior to France getting hit with the asteroid that's coming to them. And it's for dividing God's land. And I did have a dream back in June of 2017 where I seen um, fireballs falling to the earth. And then there was another one. I thought I saved it on here, but I guess I didn't. Let me find it real quick in my notes, and I will just read it to you. I thought I put it on here, but it was posted in June 2017 too. Let me find it. Bear with me. But in June 17th, 2017, I had a vision dream, and I seen everything shaking. Then I seen a tall parking garage with cars shaking out of the different levels. Then I seen a large wave rising very high in the ocean. And then I seen a bucket pouring out green slimy goo, and that was the end of the vision. So that kind of goes with it too, because I seen the slimy or the green slime in that one as well in 2017, which was almost a year later after oh, here it is. There it is. I do have it on here. Um, but and it makes me think too, with everything shaking, I seen, with that's obviously was an earthquake as well, or it could have been from the impact causing more earthquakes over there on that continent too. So I don't know. We just have to wait and see how it all plays out on that part right there. But um, France needs to leave Israel alone too. I mean, just saying. God's not playing with all this stuff about dividing his land over there. Um, but this is all I got for today. And I just wanted to jump on here and do this quick video for y'all. And I love y'all, and um, I'll keep all of y'all in my prayers. Give us a likes up and or a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. And I'll be putting more of the prophecies on here that he showed me in the last, especially since 2014. He showed me so much about the different nations and stuff. But y'all have a good afternoon and get your rest. It's Sunday. Everybody goes back to work tomorrow. But I know I do. But y'all have a good day. Bye.